Forever 21 was once a fashion giant, crowded stores, fast trends, and clothes that flew off the racks. But now, the story has taken a shocking turn. Forever 21 has officially announced it will close all of its US stores by May 1, 2025. Yes, the brand that once dominated every mall is about to vanish from American streets. How did one of the most powerful teen fashion empires fall apart so suddenly? What went wrong? Was it just bad timing, or were the problems building for years? From chasing trends too fast to ignoring what young shoppers really wanted, Forever 21 made mistake after mistake. In this video, we'll uncover the full story behind the crash of a brand that looked unstoppable, but couldn't survive the changing world of fashion. The rise of Forever 21. Forever 21 began as a dream between two Korean immigrants, Do-won and Jin-suk Chang, who arrived in America with little money but big ambition. In 1984, they opened a small store in Los Angeles called Fashion 21. With smart buying, hard work, and a sharp eye for fast-changing fashion, they earned an impressive $700,000, 0 cents, in their first year. Their strategy was simple but powerful. Copy runway styles and get them into stores quickly at super affordable prices. What started as one store for Korean-American customers quickly grew, and soon they rebranded it as Forever 21 to reach a wider market. As malls boomed in the 1990s and early 2000s, Forever 21 took over. Their bright yellow bags, trendy clothes, and low prices became a magnet for teens and young adults. Under the Chang's leadership, the company expanded like wildfire, opening stores across the US, Asia, Europe, and beyond. They didn't just follow trends, they chased them at lightning speed. And with Jin-suk personally approving thousands of styles, the company had a fast, hands-on system that most brands couldn't match. Forever 21 wasn't just selling clothes, it was selling identity, status, and the thrill of something new every week. By its peak, Forever 21 had over 800 stores worldwide and was raking in billions. It felt unstoppable. Celebrities wore it, influencers loved it, and shoppers lined up for every new collection. But behind the success was a business growing too fast. The Changs, while visionary, kept tight control over the company and made bold expansion moves without slowing down. The very speed that built their empire would later make it hard to adapt when the fashion world began to shift. Overexpansion and real estate trouble. Forever 21's aggressive growth became one of its biggest downfalls. Instead of slowing down and adapting to retail changes, the company kept opening stores, even massive flagship ones in high-rent locations. While other brands were going digital and trimming down, Forever 21 doubled down on physical stores. This led to enormous financial costs, high rental costs, underperforming locations, and long-term lease commitments added up. In 2015 alone, the company opened over 600 stores, but many didn't perform well. They were stuck paying for space they couldn't profit from. As e-commerce grew, foot traffic in malls started to drop. But Forever 21 stayed tied to its old model, refusing to adjust. Their massive store presence went from an asset to a heavy burden. Failure to adapt to digital trends. While brands like Zara and H&M evolved with mobile shopping, social media, and influencer culture, Forever 21 was slow to react. Their online shopping experience lagged behind competitors with clunky websites and inconsistent sizing and stock. They failed to embrace Instagram trends or effectively partner with digital influencers. Gen Z and younger millennials moved to online-first brands that were faster, more responsive, and more in tune with their lifestyles. Forever 21 didn't evolve, and it showed. Even their marketing felt outdated. The brand that once felt young and edgy became seen as cheap and behind the times. When it tried to catch up, it was too late. The attention of their core audience had already moved on. Controversies and brand image problems. Forever 21's success wasn't without serious problems. Over the years, the brand found itself tangled in numerous controversies that slowly damaged its image. One major backlash came when they included diet bars in orders for plus-size customers, a move many called offensive and tone-deaf. the company was also criticized for poor working conditions and unethical labor practices, issues that clashed with the values of socially aware young shoppers. While the world was changing, Forever 21 often seemed out of touch with the moment. The brand was also accused of copying designs from small independent artists and major labels, leading to multiple copyright infringement lawsuits. These legal battles painted the company as careless and unethical, especially in a time when shoppers began to value originality and fair treatment of creators. Each controversy chipped away at trust. People began to question whether Forever 21 truly cared about its customers or if it was just focused on fast profits. On top of all that, Forever 21 ignored the growing demand for sustainability and responsible fashion. As more consumers became concerned with environmental impact, Forever 21 continued producing cheap, disposable clothing that added to global waste. While newer brands adapted to these concerns with eco-friendly lines and ethical sourcing, Forever 21 stayed stuck in the past. The result? A brand once loved by teens became one many began to avoid. A shift in consumer behavior. As time went on, shoppers, especially Gen Z and younger millennials, began demanding more than just cheap and trendy clothes. They wanted sustainability, ethical sourcing, transparency, and quality. Fast fashion started to lose its appeal as consumers became more aware of the environmental cost behind $5, 0-cent shirts and overflowing closets. Forever 21, built on mass production and constant turnover, simply didn't fit that new mindset. Instead of changing their supply chain or addressing sustainability concerns, Forever 21 stuck to its old ways. Their lack of transparency in how clothes were made, combined with rising awareness of labor exploitation in the fashion industry, drove more conscious shoppers to brands like Zara, H&M, or at least started green campaigns, or completely new online new ethical brands. Forever 21's silence on these issues spoke volumes, and customers moved on, while other fashion brands evolved with campaigns highlighting body positivity, inclusiveness, and environmental responsibility. Forever 21 stayed frozen in time, and in the modern fashion world, staying still is the fastest way to fall behind. Weak international expansion. In an attempt to save itself, Forever 21 pushed for aggressive global expansion. But instead of carefully researching markets, they rushed into regions without truly understanding cultural preferences or consumer behaviors. Stores opened in the UK, China, Brazil, and other parts of the world, but many of them failed within just a few years. International shoppers weren't always interested in American teen fashion, especially when sizing, trends, or styles didn't align with local tastes. Add in poor location choices and expensive real estate, and many of these global stores quickly became loss-making liabilities. Rather than fixing the root issues at home, Forever 21 spread itself thin across markets it didn't understand. By 2019, the brand pulled out of several international markets, shutting down dozens of overseas stores. What was meant to be a move of growth and global power ended up becoming another nail in the coffin. Bankruptcy and the final blow. By September 2019, the fall of Forever 21 became official when the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Years of declining sales, rising debt, and dying mall traffic had finally caught up. Over 100 US stores were shut down, and the brand pulled out of several international markets, signaling a major retreat from its global ambitions. The company was later sold to a group of new owners: Simon Property Group, Brookfield Properties, and Authentic Brands Group, in an effort to rescue what was left. While this helped keep the brand alive, it couldn't restore what had been lost. The fast fashion giant had already faded from the spotlight, and no change in leadership could bring back its former glory. Now, Forever 21 is shifting its focus to e-commerce, influencer collaborations, and overseas licensing. But in a recent shocking update, the brand has announced it will close all remaining US stores by May 1, 2025. Once a teen fashion empire, Forever 21 is now just a reminder of how fast retail can rise and fall. What can we learn? The story of Forever 21 isn't just about fashion. It's a powerful lesson in ignoring change. They rose fast by giving people what they wanted, but they fell just as quickly by refusing to grow with their customers. Bad decisions, weak leadership, and a failure to listen brought down a teen empire. So here's the big question. Do you think Forever 21 can ever make a real comeback in today's fashion world? Or is it time for a new era of brands that actually listen? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more surprising brand stories and business breakdowns.